Hey everybody, this is Sergeant Hardin, and last time we spoke to him, he was here from Hometown Recruiting. It's been about a year since Specialist Hardin turned into Sergeant Hardin. Sergeant Hardin has since then moved to Fort Drum, New York. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Fort Drum and what you're doing there?
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant. So again, I'm Sergeant Hardin. Last June, I moved to Fort Drum in upstate New York, and in the short time that I've been at Fort Drum, I promoted to sergeant, and then I've been able to go to MOS specific schools, as well as work on my college education and professionally build. What makes Fort Drum so unique is it has a big emphasis on outdoor activities, so fishing, hiking, as well in the winter you have snowboarding, skiing, snowmobiling is really popular. And the biggest thing is for those that are moving into the barracks, you have your own room. And a lot of times you don't have that coming out of basic training or AIT. So having your own room, having your own shower, having your own fridge gives you that space that Fort Drum really wants to care about and build around. And then what Fort Drum as a whole loves to center around for its soldiers is the professional building of your skills, whether it's your soldier skills or your education skills. And there's also a big emphasis on the individual, you as the soldier. So for those that are living in the barracks, they have what's called the Boss Center, or better opportunities for single soldiers who live in the barracks, and that can get you out, go to baseball games for free, go hiking, go to the mall for free. And then for families, there's a big emphasis on taking care of your family, whether that's making sure that you get out of work on time or ensuring that your kids are taken care of, whether it's daycare or healthcare. So overall, my experience at Fort Drum has been very positive, and it's allowed me to grow not just as a soldier, but as a better human.
Awesome. Sergeant Hardin, to refresh people's memory, or people who hadn't seen the first video from last year, what is your MOS and what do you do?
So my MOS is a 35 mic, or a human intelligence collector. But what makes a 35 mic very unique is I am a linguist. So that means that I learned a language for the Army, and my language happens to be Korean. So for the first 2 years of my training, I studied Korean exclusively in Monterey, California.
Awesome. So when you say you took an MOS specific course, what course was that, if you could share that information with us?
Yeah, so the course I took was called JCHATSI, or Joint Counterintelligence and Human Targeting Analysis. So that course just really helped focus on targeting and enabling operators, whether it's infantry or special operations, to conduct their operations.
Now, Sergeant Hardin, you did mention these courses and you mentioned education. Could you tell us how many college credit hours you've received from the Army approximately so far?
Yes, great question, Sergeant. So what the Army has already started for me is after I graduated from AIT, I graduated with an associate's in my MOS. On top of that, the Army has what's called tuition assistance. So every year, every soldier gets $4,000 of tax-free money that is used exclusively to help build on your education outside of grants or scholarships. So currently right now I have 96 college credits and associate's degree, all due in part to the Army.
So college credits, living conditions, all great. But the question on everybody's mind is, how well are you eating?
The biggest thing with the Army is having that balance of physical fitness and your diet. And at Fort Drum, there has been a big focus to ensure that while you're progressing as a soldier and raising those standards to be a better soldier through fitness. We have nutritionists that you can consult to really help you pin down how to progress.
Awesome. So you would say the food is good.
So sometimes it needs some salt and pepper, but for the most part, yes.
Awesome. Well, Sergeant Hardin, thank you so much for taking the time to make this video for part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, go see part 1, and thank you so much.
All right, thank you.